Okay, so have our stand up, feet underneath the pelvis. You might just sleep in the back. Okay, so feet underneath your pelvis, toes face forward, just grounding down, finding where you're holding your tension right now. Maybe just shake everything out, loosen everything up. I'm holding a lot of tension in my low back the last few days. Just take a breath here. Let the shoulders relax away from the ears. Press the ground away from you, lengthen up to the sky. Take a nice big inhale up. And exhale everything out. One more time, big inhale up. Exhale to slowly roll over to your toes. Maybe you bend your knees there, maybe the legs are straight, whatever is best for your hamstrings. And just pedal the knees out. And then you're gonna walk out to your plank position. That wasn't a very good walk because I wasn't in the right spot, but slide the shoulders away from the ears. So your shoulders are over your wrists. Draw the abs and lengthen through your heels. Pull your belly up into your spine. And then with your abs, lift your sits bones high to the sky for your downward dog. And you can run the knees out here, taking any little stretch that you need to wake up. So the day stands extra early today. And then pressing both heels back, press the floor away from you. And then rolling your spine forward like a wave back into your plank. Slide the shoulders down, draw the abs up, and inhale, exhale, lifting for downward dog. So just taking a couple times to flow through back into your plank, loosening up your spine, waking up your body back into your downward dog. Into your plank, holding at your plank here. Slide the shoulders with the ears, draw the abs up, and float your right leg up. Point the toes, pulses of that leg up. Pulling the abs up and in. And then lowering that leg down, left leg up, point the toe, pulse up. Lowering that leg down, lift your sit bones high for your downward dog. And we're gonna walk the hands towards the toes because we're gonna set up for some squats. Rolling your spine up to stand. Roll the shoulder blades down, feet are about shoulder width apart. And then hinging at the hips for your squat. Sitting back, come up and squeeze the glutes. Hinge back and come up and squeeze. So as I've always talked about in the past, how squats are so important for daily life, getting up and down out of a seat. But lately I've been watching Grace and Frankie. And I don't know if you guys have seen that on Netflix, which is hysterical. But in the last season, pulse went down and little pulses down. Grace can't get off the toilet seat, which is what I talked to you guys about. That this is why we do squats. And she ends up going to Pilates class. So Pilates is the truth. Holding it down here, bring your hands back down to the mat, step back out into your plank position. So we're back into our plank. Slide the shoulders on the spine, pulling the abs up and in. Right hand is going to touch the left shoulder and place it back down. Left hand is going to touch the right shoulder. So we're just going to take a few like that, slow and controlled. This isn't fast. How still can you keep your body as you bring the hand up? One more each way. Both hands down, back to your downward dog. Take a breath there. And let's take the right leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip, and take the stretch here. Letting the weight of the leg pull your right side open, square the hips, step the right foot through the hands, and then take the left hand up to the sky and take a twist. And then bring that hand back down to the mat, step that leg back out, you're in your plank, back into your downward dog. Lifting the sit bones high to the sky, take the left leg up to the sky, bend the knee, open the hip. Letting the weight of the leg pull your left side oblique open. And you'll square the hips, step that foot through, and then taking the other hand, the left hand up to the sky. And then bring that hand back, step back to your plank, holding here, draw the abs up and in, coming onto the right forearm, out to the left forearm, hanging out in your forearm plank for a moment, slide the shoulders away from the ears. And then a little tiny twist of your hips to the right. No turning your toes back to center and twist over to left. Tiny movement of the pelvis. You just twist at the hips. Everything else stays still. Can your pelvis just twist over and center? Twist and center one more time. Then we're coming back to center. Press your knees down to the mat. Press back for child's pose. Take a breath. Sharif is already passed out in the back. You guys are just warming up. Take a breath there. And then you're going to slide yourself out onto your abs all the way down onto the mat, folding the forearms together. Let the forehead relax down onto the forearms and shake the pelvis out. So letting go of any tension in your sacrum and in your low back. Feel your belly button draw to your spine as your hip bones and pubic bone press down into the mat as you float your right leg up off the mat, lifting the thigh up and lower. Left leg lift and lower. So using the glute to float the leg up and down. Can your Jean lift off the mat? He's sleeping in the background. And opposite sides, one more each way. And then we'll lift both thighs off the mat. Draw the abs in, lift both thighs up, squeeze the glutes, lower the legs down, and we relift, engaging from the abs. Shoulders relaxed, keeping your pelvis in place. Keep your pubic bone connecting into the mat so you're not using only your low back to lift. Find it from your abs. Hold the thighs up, and we draw our circles, stirring around, out, up, and around. This is good to strengthening up in your low back too, pulling those abs up and in, shoulders relax, and then reverse it. And release that, lower the legs down, shake the pelvis out. Extending the arms long to the front, slide the shoulder blades away from the ears, drawing the belly up off of the mat, and then floating right arm and left leg up off the mat, and lowering it back down. So can you keep everything else still as you just lift opposite arm, opposite leg? First initiating from the abs, last one single. And we're gonna engage your abs so much that you can now lift both your arms and legs up off the mat and begin to swim it out. Little flutter kick. Keeping the neck long, draw the abs in. Reaching the top of your head away from you. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one, lowering everything down, refold the arms, and just relax into the mat. We're gonna come onto the forearms, pressing the elbows underneath the shoulders. Just take a little stretch here, little cobra stretch, and lift up, lengthen. And then roll the toes under, draw the abs in, and lift the hips back into your plank. Let the shoulder blades away from the ears, pulling the belly in. Taking the right hand towards the left, rotating so the left arm is up towards the sky, so you're in a side plank. Lift the hips a little bit higher, reach up to touch the ceiling, and then come back to your front plank. Reset there, draw the abs in, and then left hand over to the right, reaching the right hand up to the sky. Lift your hips a little higher, and then back to your front plank, and onto your knees, press back, child's pose. Rolling yourself up onto hands and knees. Knees underneath your pelvis, hands underneath your shoulders, rounding into your cat stretch. Arching your spine up to the sky, pulling the abs up in it, and then head up, tail up to your cow. And into your cat. Into your cow. And back into neutral. Magnetize your belly button up into your spine and extend the right arm and the left leg at the same time. Return it to center, left arm, right leg. Try to relax the foot that's on the mat. And alternating sides with your breath. We're gonna do it 4 more each way. So keeping your pelvis as still as you can, resting your cup of tea on your sacrum. Trying not to let it spill. You first engage the abs and then you move. Last one each way. Slide those shoulder blades down. Let's meet back with the right arm and the left leg. Open the arm and leg away from the body and then sweep it to center. You can do it. Come on, baby. Sharif is already tapped out. Last one, bring it to center. Round your spine, the knee and the elbow connect under your body and extend. The knee and the elbow connect under the body and extend. One more time. Extend and hold and bring it back to center. Left arm, right leg. Round your knee, the spine for the knee and the elbow to connect and extend. Connect. One more. Extend and hold. And bring everything to center one time into your cat, into your cow, into neutral, roll the toes under, draw the abs in, and then we'll hover the knees an inch up off the mat. Slide the shoulders down, draw the belly in, lengthen the sits bone to the back, crown of the head forward, pull your ribs into your body, and then lower the knees back down, come to sit on your bum. Grabbing anything you have to help with the stretch. I have nothing today. I have a band that I just left in the room and I forgot it. I went to get it and then left it. Send the arms out, sitting up nice and tall. Set the shoulders away from the ears. Take a big inhale to lift up a little bit taller and then tuck your pelvis to roll yourself down to the mat. Vertebra by vertebra. As you imprint your spine all the way down, making that imprint all the way. Take a long stretch back. Inhale. Exhale, reaching the hands over the shoulders. Lift from the upper abs. So feel your upper abs supporting you right here. Freedom in your neck and jaw. And then lift up another inch. And come up another inch. And another inch. Hang out at your belly button for a second. And then come up, up, up. Reaching, reaching, reaching. And then scoop and slowly roll it down. With the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Rolling all the way back down. Inhale, take that long stretch back. Exhale, you take your hands up slow as we lift from the upper abs. Coming up another inch. And another inch. Pull your abs in, squeeze your pelvic floor, and then reach, reach up, 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 and over, reaching forward, and roll back halfway. Ah, bonjour. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Draw the belly in. Keep coming this way. Wait till you guys see what's coming in the background from moi. You see, I have video. I'm teaching the corps de Pilates. It's a long board, and then reaching the right arm up to the sky, and then bring it back to center. Merci beaucoup. You wanna do the course? Come in, pratique avec moi. He's on the cover of the Afro Surf book. This is why I'm here. And then bringing both arms forward, draw the abs in, and then we're gonna come up and over, reaching to your toes. It's a lot going on, friends. And then one more time, sitting up tall, so the shoulders down. Pull the abs in, rolling halfway back. And then we're gonna twist the rib cage around to the right. Twist a little bit further. Keep the legs and the pelvis still. Sweeping the right arm back, lift to your fingertips, and bringing it back to center. And twisting the other side. Twist, and then sweeping that arm back, and bringing it back to center. Go back one little inch, tucking your pelvis underneath you. Really draw your abs in. Rotating the rib cage only to the right, and then sweep the arm back, lift to the fingertips, bringing it back to center. Twist over to the left. And then reach. Really engaging the muscles, moving slow. One more time. Go back one more little inch. Release the hip flexors. Twist over to the right. Sweep the arm back. Look to the back. Bringing it back to center. Twisting over to the left. Sweep. Bring it back to center. And then dive over to the toes. Take a stretch forward. Taking a hold of your right leg with whatever you have. And we're going to roll all the way down, taking that leg up to the sky. And let's take our little stretch here. And breathe into the back of the leg. Keep reaching your right sits bone forward. Maybe you start to bend and straighten, finding a little more length. And breathe. Take one more breath there. And release that. We're going to come into our calf stretch, pulling the toes down, heel pushes up. So hooking it around your toes, pulling those toes down. And then you're gonna point and flex, which is so much easier when you have a band or a towel or something to do this with. Holding the toes down, take a breath into the calf. And release that as you spiral your leg open and out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Lengthen out of the inner thigh through the heel. And breathe. Shoulders relax. Take one more breath here. And we'll sweep the leg up to the sky and across the body, stretching through the right side of the hip. So you're anchoring that right back pocket down as you stretch this side of the leg. And then we'll melt into the spinal twist of the leg ball across the body in the opposite direction. Keeping both shoulders on the mat as the leg comes any amount across. And then on your next breath, straightening that leg all the way back out onto the mat. Reaching the hands to the sky. Pull yourself up and over to the toes, diving up and over, catching a hold of your left foot, rolling all the way down. All the way up. Breathing into the back of that leg. I'm so excited because I get to go surfing after our class, friends, and then bend and straighten. And we'll hold that leg straight, pulling it back a little bit further. Keep firming down the right leg as the left leg comes back for another breath. And we'll release that, hooking it to the toes for calf stretch. Toes pull down, heel pushes up. And you can point and flex. And then holding the toes down, take another couple breaths into the calf. And then back to the center of the foot, spiraling the thigh open and out to the side for your inner thigh stretch. Keep anchoring your right hip down, lengthening through that left inner thigh. Take another breath there, getting a little bit deeper into that inner thigh stretch. And we'll sweep that leg with the breath up to the sky and that exhale and let it come just a bit across the body, anchoring the back pocket down, stretching through the side of the leg, through the hip. And breathe. Can your shoulders relax? And on your next exhale, let's melt into your spinal twist, letting the leg fall across the body, shoulders stay to the mat. And then extend that leg all the way back out to straight. Legs are long and loose, shake it out. Bend your knees, feet to the mat. Arch and imprint your spine just to loosen up any little tension that might be left in your low back. And then settle into your neutral with your lumbar curve, anchoring those back bottom ribs down. Let your sacrum be placed evenly on the mat, hip bones in line with your hip bone. Lengthen the arms up to the sky. Wide through the collarbone, soft through the neck and the jaw. Float the head, neck, and shoulders up as you press your fingertips as if you could reach your heels. Come up one little extra inch and then roll all the way back down. Inhale, exhale, curling up and lower back down. As you lift, feel from your upper abs to lift and support you. See that your hip bones are in line with your pubic bone. Hold this one on the lift. Come up a little bit higher and then little reaches forward. Reach, reach. So you've got the line between your chin and your chest. For 3, 2, holding it up, lengthening the arms long to the back alongside your ears, and then press the arms forward without moving anything else. Inhale, lift out of your pelvic floor. Can you start to activate the pelvic floor? Exhale, press. Hold the arms all the way to the back, so the shoulders away from the ears, and little lifts. Lift. For 5, 3, 2, last 1. Lower everything down. Release the arms to the sides. Let your neck rock side to side. Make sure there's no tension there. Collarbone wide as we bring one leg up into tabletop. The other leg comes up to join it. Draw the abs in. Start to feel your low belly activate as you march your right toes to the front edge of the mat and lift. And left. and lift. So very smooth and controlled, letting the leg just fall forward. Feel your abs drawing in, squeeze that pelvic floor. Our starting movement to activate the transverse abdominis. So the transverse abdominis knows what to do because it's not thinking about what the movement is. Your body has this one memorized. Shoulders relax. And then begin to go a little faster. We're going to go switch and switch. The legs just brush past each other. Staying in neutral. Draw the belly in. If anything, err on the side of pressing your low back in as opposed to arching. So if the neutral isn't feeling so great, go more towards pressing your back towards the mat to help keep you in the neutral. Last one each way. Return back to center, hug the knees in, take a little stretch here. We'll bring the legs back to table, reach the hands to the sky, collarbone is wide, float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Feel as if you could touch the ceiling here. And then extend the right arm and the left leg at the same time. And back to center, left arm, right leg. Like in center. All the while, keeping the transverse abdominis pulling deep towards your spine. Keeping the spine in neutral. Lifting from the upper abs. 2 more each way. Freedom in the neck. Last one. Return to neutral, hug the knees in, relax. Legs to table, hands to the sky. Inhale, exhale, press your hands towards your hips, extend your legs at that high diagonal. Draw the knees in, head down. Inhale, exhale, press. Exhale. Next one stays for the hundreds. Lift, lengthen, hold, pump the arms to the hundreds. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale. Legs can be in parallel, they can be in turn out. Which feels better to activate your core? Maybe they're lower to the mat, maybe they're up to the sky, maybe they're in tabletop, maybe today they're on the floor and you're just focusing on the breathing. Inhales, big exhale, wherever you're at, whatever's best for your body. Inhales and exhale. Inhales and exhale. 2 more sets. Exhaling everything out, deepening your abdominal connection. And then we just hold everything here. Hold, hold, hold. Drag the legs up, hug everything in and relax. Head rock side to side. Legs to table, squeezing inner thighs together. Point the toes and march both legs forward. Any amount that you can stay in neutral. Activate the low abs and then float the legs back up. Inhaling down, relax the shoulders. Exhale to lift. Lift out of the pelvic floor to help pull the legs back up. We're going to toe taps forward, and then we're going to flex the feet. Lead with the heel. Dip the heel forward, and lift. Tap the toe forward. So we're just alternating from a point and then a flex. So as it goes down, we're in a flex. As it goes down, we're in a point. And flex. Hold the belly in. And point. And last one, flex. And point and hold. Open the knees, keep the feet together, and close. Open and close. Float the hands an inch up off the mat. Lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Same thing, open and close. And we hold them open, hands in between the thighs. Reach to your feet. Reach, reach. For 5. And last one, bring everything in and relax everything down. Take the knees, stir them in hip sockets. And reverse. And bring it back to center, feet to the mat, arms by the sides, setting up for your bridge. Make sure there's nothing underneath your neck. Collarbone is wide, eyes to the sky. Tuck your pelvis and rolling your hips all the way up into your bridge position. Pushing the hips up high, firm the glutes. Feel as if your knees could reach further away from you, and then sequentially rolling all the way back down. Make sure your foot is evenly pressed down into the mat. Tuck the pelvis, roll all the way up. Feeling a lightness from your arch. Push the hips up high, lift out of your pelvic floor, draw the belly in, and sequentially rolling it all the way down. Staying active in the back of the legs. Feel as if your heels could reach towards your sits bones. Like you could drag the floor towards you and rolling all the way down. This one, roll all the way up and stay up. Holding all the way up. Is your collarbone wide? Now lift your hips a little bit higher, hug the thighs slightly towards each other, tap your butt down to the mat, press up, squeeze. Tap down, up, and squeeze. Lower and lift. Wrapping the ribs into the body, drawing the abs in, hold the hips high, pulses of the hips up, pulse up, up. Squeeze the glutes. Collarbone open. For 3, 2, hold it up. We're gonna march the left leg into tabletop, nothing else moves, and place that foot back off the mat. Marching the other leg up and lower. So we're alternating the march as the hips stay high, neck is long, eyes to the ceiling. Let's do one more each way like that. Let's bring the left leg back to table, hold it up, extend the leg up to the sky, flex and drag it down, point and lift it up. Flex to pull down, point and lift. Flex to drag, create that resistance for yourself. For 3, push that right hip up, hold the left leg up to the sky and little taps to the toe to the ceiling, press up, up. Collarbone is wide. 5, going right underneath the right glute and hamstring, and hold, place the foot to the mat. Recommit to your hips being up, and then we bring the right leg to table, take the leg up to the sky, flex as it pulls down, point as it lifts up. Are you staying relaxed in your upper body? So you're supported, but you're not having a ton of tension there. Flex to pull, point to lift. A few more here. Hips stay up and even. The next one will stay up to the sky and presses up, up. 3, for 5. Hold it up, place that foot on the mat, they're hip width apart still. Pull your sits bones a little bit towards your shins to keep your pelvis in neutral. Push the hips up higher, lift the heels. Tap your butt down, press up, squeeze. Down, up, and squeeze. Still wrapping your ribs in so the whole center is connected and supporting you. Down, up, and squeeze. Hold this next one up, firing up the booty, and little pulses up, pulse up. Hug the thighs slightly towards each other. Holding it all the way up. Drop the heels, walk the feet to the outside edges of the mat. Push the hips a little bit higher, and then dig the heels down and toes up. Tap the booty down, press up and squeeze. Tap down, up, and squeeze. This is where we add on. We press up, we tuck the knees together, open the knees, tap your bum down. Press up, the legs squeeze together, open, lower the hips, lift. Squeeze in, drop down, up, squeeze, hug the thighs, and in. Down, up, squeeze, squeeze the thighs. So really activate through the bum and then get those inner thighs working. The next one, keep the hips high, and then the knees just go in and out. When the thighs go together, they squeeze and then they open. Squeeze in and open, push the hips up. If you're feeling it in your low back at all, tuck your pelvis, because that's probably gonna put you into neutral. Sometimes you fall out of neutral here. And then hold the knees open, push the hips higher, pulses of your hips to the sky. Firm the booty as you lift up, up. Keep making your spine long. For 3, 2, last one. Drop the feet, walk the feet all the way together. So squeeze the feet together. And then maybe can you push the bottom of your feet together? Let your knees open out as wide as the pelvis. Tap your butt down, press up, squeeze. Tap down, up, and squeeze. So you're probably on the knife edge of the foot, on the outside edge of the foot, pushing the bottom of the feet together. The knees are open a little wider than your pelvis. And then hold the hips high, push the knees together. Here, open, down, up, lift, squeeze the thighs. So we're doing the same combo we were just doing with the legs wide. Now we're doing it with the feet together. Now hold the hips high, just close the knees and open. Feeling how it's a little different with the feet together. I hope it feels a little different for you. It definitely does for me. 5 more. Breathe. Push those hips up. We're almost there. 2. Last 1. Keep the legs together. Place the bottom of the feet together. Push the hips a little bit higher. Push them up. Squeeze the thighs. And then sequentially rolling your spine all the way down into the mat. Giving your knees a little hug here. Take a little stretch. Rocking your back into the mat. Crossing the right ankle over the left knee. Pull back from behind your left thigh and take a stretch here. Drop your tailbone, pull the left thigh back a little bit further as you press your right thigh away. And we'll switch sides. Pushing the left thigh away from you, pulling your right thigh in. And we'll release that. Feet to the mat. Walk the feet a little bit forward as you reach your hands up to the sky. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Draw the abs up and in. As we float the head, neck, and shoulders up, all the way up onto the sits bones. And we're going to roll back halfway or enough, more than halfway, because we're going to pull the elbows in. And we're going to drop the forearms to the mat. Lift up out of your collarbone. Long neck. Draw the abs in, legs to table. Squeeze the thighs together and then get a little bit longer here. And swivel the knees over to the right, up and around and fold. So over to the left. So we'll go one way and then we'll return, go back the other. We're not going to complete the circle. And if you want, you can extend your legs to straight and sweep around, up and hold. And if you really want to take it up a notch, you could be on your hands, turn your fingers to the back. And a great shoulder opener. Let's do 2 more each way. Let's do last one. Breathe. And bring everything all the way back up. Legs to table and grab behind your thighs, sitting up tall. Roll the shoulder blades down. We're going to sit up tall here. Lengthen the arms forward. Point the toes. Kick the legs up to the sky. Tap to the mat. You also could continue to hold behind your thighs. 1 more. And then meet with your legs and table. Slowly roll your spine down to the mat to set up neutral. Setting up for single leg stretch. Extend your left leg, long frame the right knee. And switch sides. Switch. And switch. Pulling the abs in. You have that tiny bit of space underneath your low back. It's not a lot. We're not creating space. We're just keeping what is natural to the curve of your spine. For 3, pull the abs in. 2, last 1 each way. Bring the legs back to table. Grab behind your thighs and pick yourself up onto the sits bones. Roll the shoulder blades down. Kick the legs to the sky. Tap the knees over to the right, up and over to the left. Tap, and then maybe we release the hands. Tap over to the side, keeping the rest of your body as still as you can. Last, I lost it. Last one each way, bring it back to center. I was looking at the butterflies. And then roll all the way down, staying neutral. Extend the arms and legs long for double leg stretch and sweep it around. Lengthen and bring it together. As the arms reach back, can your head stay in the same exact spot? Your head, neck, and shoulders for 4. Lengthen. 3. Get that hold and drag it in 1 more time. Lengthen. Circle, bring it in. This time we relax on the mat. Let the head rock side to side. And then the legs to table. Coming into single straight leg stretch where we'll have our fun challenge at the end. Send the legs to the sky, reach the hands to the sky. Float head, neck, and shoulders up as you release the left leg down, right leg to the sky. Little double pull the legs, and little legs pull, pull. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, double, inhale, exhale on the brush past the legs. So you can grab behind your thigh or up towards your ankle, or you can release your hands forward. You can release your hands to the back. Where do you feel it best today? And exhale. 2 more, and then we add our challenge. Last one each way. Meet with the right leg up, left leg out. Roll yourself all the way up onto your sits bones, keeping your left leg where it's at. Roll your spine back down, walking down your leg. Inhale, exhale, walk up your leg and walk all the way down. Last one, roll all the way up and hold. Left hand to be outside of the right ankle. Lift up long and tall, and then reaching your right hand to the back. So twisting as we did at the beginning of class. And again, twist back. I have 2 sleeping dogs behind me. And bring it back to center. Switch legs. And walk all the way down. Stan, you're going to be uneven if you didn't do the other side. So make sure you balance yourself out. And roll all the way up. And all the way down. This one, roll all the way up and hold. Right hand to the outside of left leg. Lengthen up the spine and then add your twist. And back to center. And twist. And center. One more time, twist. And back to center. And both legs up. And hold. We're going to try open, well, you guys can definitely do open leg rocker. I'm going to try on this hard tile. We'll see. Legs as wide as the shoulders. Draw the abs in, roll to your shoulder blades, and come up and balance on your sits bones. 2 more like that. 1 more, we'll meet at the top. Lift and hold, legs together. Release the hands, roll yourself all the way down to your shoulder blades, and then actually hug everything in. I want to reset up for a double straight leg stretch, since that one is the easiest to want to go into the back. So take a little moment of stretch there. Want to make sure the abs are fully ready. Stir the legs in the hip sockets. And reverse it. And bring everything to center. Place your feet on the mat. Reset your neutral pelvis. Legs to table so you can really give double straight leg lower all you got. Fingertips behind the ears. Elbows wide to the side. Feel how open the collarbone is, the freedom in the neck. Exhale to float the head, neck, and shoulders up and extend your legs up to the ceiling. Legs can stay pushing together in parallel or glue the heels from the toes apart. Lengthen the legs away from you at a high diagonal. Squeeze your pelvic floor to float the legs back up to the sky. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to lift. So pelvis stays still the entire time as you lengthen your legs up. And then really pull from your low belly as the legs lift. 3 more, and then we'll add a challenge with the legs out. 2. Hold your low belly in, even if you need to bring your hands to your low abs. 1 more. And then let's let the legs go out to their point of control, hold, and then just little beat of the heels, little tap, tap. Think less about the heels, more about the inner thighs doing the work for 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Take the legs back up, hug the knees all the way in and relax. Let everything go for a second, and we'll come in to crisscross, legs to table. Fingertip touch behind the ears. Float the head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend the left leg long. We're going to twist up and over to the right. Bring it back to center, up and over to the left. Twist bottom rib to opposite hip. Keeping the elbows reaching out to the sides. So you're really pulling across the body. Twist and twist. Exhale, bringing all the air out of the lungs as you rotate over. 3 more each way. Exhale, twist and twist. 2 more. 1 more each way. And bring everything back to center and hug it in and relax. Take a long stretch here. Someone's pulling you from either side. And breathe. Exhale, let the legs just hang out for a moment. Everything goes. 1 more breath there. And then we'll firm the back of the thighs down to the mat. Toes up to the sky. Reach your hands up over your shoulders. You're holding the beach ball in front of your body. Pull the abs in. And slowly start to lift the head, neck, and shoulders. Curl it up. Vertebra, vertebra, vertebra. We'll take a stretch over to the toes. Take a little stretch forward there. Taking a sip of water if you need to. I do. And let's roll back. Halfway, grab your weights. I don't have any, obviously. Reach reach the hands out, set the shoulder blades down, roll back halfway. And then bicep curls, bend, extend. So you create the resistance for yourself. Today, I'm creating the resistance for myself. Drawing the abs in. Breathe. And then hold both arms out, turn the palms towards each other, set the shoulder blades down, and then bend and extend. So alternating arms, bend and straighten. Stabilizing, trying to let go of the quads. Really feel that your abs are supporting you here. Last one each way. Let's have both the elbows bend to the sky and then tiny circle the elbows around and around and around. Breathe. Lift out of your pelvic floor and reverse. And last one, both arms out, turn the palms towards each other, hinge the arms open and hug around a big balloon. Slide the shoulder blades away from the ears. Lift out of the pelvic floor. Maybe you can go back a little bit further. Open and close. Open out, hold, flip the palms so the pinkies are to the sky. It's small lift. Lift, lift, long arms for 5. Hold it here, send the body forward, send your arms backwards. So the pinkies are still to the sky. And then pulse the arms together, widen the collarbone, long spine, pulse the arms in and in. Can you lengthen out of your pelvis? Go pulse in and in. Draw the belly in. And then hold. Do you guys hear the cows? Is that what the, oh, it's in here. I hear the cows are making noise down there. Press up, up. And hold it. Bend the elbows slightly and press. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Little small bend and straighten. Draw the belly in for 4. And last one. Send the arms back forward. Place the weights down and take a little stretch across. Other side. Stretch across. And then let's start laying on the left side. Step. Actually, let's start lifted. Let's just stay. If you want, you can go all the way down, whatever is best for your body. Otherwise, we're going to stay lifted on that bottom forearm. Top hand to your hip today. Feel or on your waistline and lifting it up. Lift the top leg, flex the foot, sweep it forward and point and sweep it back. Flex to bring it forward and point and sweep it back. So if it's not feeling so great there, then just lay all the way down on your arm like we normally do. Or stay here for a little different challenge of really feeling the bottom obliques activated. But if you're not feeling your leg at all, lay all the way down. Sometimes adding too many things takes away from the focus of the one movement, of the one main goal. Hold the leg back and small pulses back. Lift the hips, I'm sorry, not the hips, lift the waistline. And then bring it back forward, flex the foot, and little bend and kick. Tiny bend, straighten. Bend, straighten. For 5. And last one, so go back to center. Now lay down on your hand. Spiral the top side of the sky as you lift, flex and drag it down. Lift. And I just find that it's easier to get more range of motion and focus on the movement if we're all the way down on this one. Hold it up to the sky, flex the foot, let the leg fall forward, and then sweep the leg back up. It comes forward in line with the pelvis and sweeps back up. 3 more like that. 2. Side booty action. Hold this one on the up. Point the toes, tiny stirs to the ceiling. Pulling the belly in, still feeling that bottom waistline lifting, reverse. The leg high to the sky. And then flex and pull that leg all the way down, setting up for our clamshells. Heels in line with the tailbone, push the top hip forward, open and close the top knee. If you want, you can lift your ankles up and balance here, but where are you finding it isolating in the booty most? And then you want to focus on the abs drawing in. Hold the top leg up and tiny pulses up. And we add our rotation knee to knee, toe to ankle, knee to knee, and toe to ankle. Pulling your belly in. And then knee down, toe up, and tiny pulses up, up. Squeeze the glute. And then we're gonna keep the knee down and then kick back out and squeeze. Tap down and then let it come a little bit behind the body. So you really find that activation of the glute. And holding it out at small pulses up. 3, 2, and last one, bring that leg all the way in, lower it down, punch it out. Bring the knees forward to 90 degrees. Flex the feet, stack the knees, stack the hips, push the top of the way. Sweep the leg open and almost touch down. Sweep open and almost touch down. Flex the foot so you feel it in the posterior chain of the body. So the back side is going to feel it more if you get that flexed foot. Resist as you bring the leg down. And then let's bring the leg down and hold and draw circles. Push the top hip away. And reverse. And then lower it all the way down, punch the booty out, pop yourself all the way up, and just flip over to the other side. And start on the bottom forearm. Lift up, feel your bottom waistline lifting up. And then float the top leg up, flex the foot, sweep the leg forward, and point and sweep it back. So controlling the movement of the leg from your abs. Forward and press it back. Flex and press. 3 more and then we'll hold it back. Stay lifting. Hold the next one on the back and pulses back, pulse back. Lift up out of your bottom waistline. For 5. Sweep the leg forward, flex the foot, and tiny bend kick, bend kick. I want this always to be my background. I want to feel like I'm in this thatched roof situation every day. 3, 2, last one, sweep it back to center, and then lower all the way down, spiraling the top side of the sky as we lift, flex and pull. Lift, flex and pull, draw the abs in. Extend. And then fold the leg up to the sky, spiral the thigh open, and draw little circles. And reverse it. And then flex the foot. I went out of order on that one, sorry guys. And then let the leg come forward and sweep it up to the sky. Forward and sweep it up to the sky. 3. With control, find those abs working to help you also. Last one. Bring it all the way back up and then bring that leg all the way down. Bend the knees to our clamshell. Set up however you took it on the other side. Open and close the top knee. With control, taking the leg as far as you can stay stable. 5. 'Last one, holding it open and tiny pulses up. 3, 2, and last one, we add our rotation knee to knee, toe to ankle. So the movement's all happening inside the hip socket while the pelvis stays so still. Tap and tap. 3 more. Last one. Keep the knee down and kick the leg up to the sky and tap it back down. This back and squeeze. So you're getting it at that little back diagonal. So you feel the glute activate there. Keeping stacked top hip on top of the bottom. The next one's going to stay out and little pulses up. Pulse up. For 5, And last one, bring that all the way back in. Propping yourself all the way up. Let's come, I wanna do a quick little tricep. And then we're gonna come into our plank. So we're gonna bring the fingertips towards the hips.
Wait, did we do the clamshells?
Yes,
Oh,
right?
we did.
We did the clamshells, right?
This is the 90-degree one.
Hydrant.
Thank
Did we
you.
do the hydrants, yeah.
This one, the
Yeah,
side
whatever.
hydrant.
Sorry.
Hydrant.
Hydrants.
I knew you guys were on it. Flex
Good
the
job.
foot, the feet, merci beaucoup. And then lift and lower. Lift. This is the problem when I'm in this environment where there's lizards running all over, doing push-ups and butterflies, fluttering. My brain is all over. Squeeze the glute, flex the foot so you get the posterior chain. This is why I have you guys to remember what I didn't do. And then bring it down and hold. Knees in front of the hip and draw your circles. And then reverse it. I knew the booty didn't feel like it was finished. I needed the one more. Thanks, Sakita. And then lower it all the way back down. Punch it out. And now that was it for that side, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now let's pop ourselves up. I want to do a quick set of triceps, and then we'll come into our plank. Fingertips facing the hips, dig the heels down, roll the shoulder blades down, draw the abs up and in, and lift the hips. Shift your weight slightly backwards, bend the elbows back, and straighten. Bend and press. I want you guys here to see how I'm watching cows walking down the beach like it's normal, like it's just people on the beach. They're just chilling, like they're living their best beach life. It's the retirement cows. And then come down halfway, hold, and tiny pulses. Pulse. For 5. And last one. Now you can drop your booty, swivel the legs around. Neil, are you ready for our story?
I am.
Awesome. Okay, so we're gonna take whatever plank. Where do you feel like you need it today? Do you want to be on your forearms? Do you want to be on your hands? Last week we did forearms, so if you wanted something different today, or if you're having wrist issues, you're definitely on your forearms. So let's set up, legs long, abs in, and Neil is on.
Now that Barack and I were settled, we planned a trip to his family in Kenya. Barack's half-sister Ayuma met us at the airport. As we rode through Nairobi in Ayuma's rattle-trap Beetle, I experienced a mix of pedestrians, bikers, cars, and matatus, tottering jitney buses painted with bright murals and tributes to God. Ayuma and Barack had met only a few times, beginning 6 years earlier when she visited Chicago. Ayuma was a year older than Barack. Her mother, Grace Casilla, was pregnant with her when Barack Sr. left to study in Hawaii. Ayuma had ebony skin, brilliant white teeth, and a smile just as enormous as Barack's. Ayuma had also inherited the family brains. She spoke with a heavy British accent, but was fluent in English, German, Swahili, and the local language Luo. And like us, she was here for a visit on break from studying for her PhD in Germany. 3, 2, 1.
Down. Oh, we had our Africa moment. Pedal the knees out. Pressing both heels back. And then slow march of your feet towards your hands. And when they meet the hands, just hang out there. And you can let everything relax. Let it flow and shake out. Any last little movement you might need. Seeing that the feet are hip width apart. Soften the bend of the knee. Draw the abs in. Let the head hang heavy. And now slowly roll up to restack that spine to longer, taller, and stronger than before we came into class. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Take a nice inhale up. And exhale it all out. Merci beaucoup, Pilates Hotties. Thank you so much for joining me here. Let me stop our recording.